In the top stories, Umalu comes to life and Skelec announces power outages for this week. We'll be back with the details after the break.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
New Me in 2023. Coming to Courts Optical today and enjoy up to 35% off your frames and lenses with flexible payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Schedule your appointment online today on www.courtsoptical.com. At Courts Optical, our comprehensive eye exam is always free. All major insurance providers are accepted. See in store for details. New Me 2023 with glasses from Courts Optical. Value you can see.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Mervan Thompson. Preschool teacher and author Kimon Archibald Lake has launched her character Umalu from her self-published Umalu's Visit for preschool students. In a Facebook post on Sunday, she said that she brought the Umalu to life just over a year after the 2021 book launch. She said, quote, "Umalu has been brought to life. When God blessed me with this story, I honestly didn't think of the impact and the continuity of what he was setting me up for. I launched Umalu's character on Friday, 20th January 2023 at the Antioch Baptist Academy Primary School. I wrote the book and was struggling with if I should publish it or not. I self-published because it was the easy way." End quote. She noted that rejection is a fear for her, but the children loved Umalu and her other characters, Leah and Shiloh. She said she was happy that she published the book and thanked persons for their support since. Copies of the book are available on Amazon. The St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited, Skelec, has advised of scheduled power outages this week for maintenance purposes to improve reliability, the company said. On Monday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Carifesta Village, Douglas Commercial, Carifesta Housing Project, Douglas Development, and New Road Extension will be without power. On Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Keys East Housing Project will be without power. On Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Paris Supermarket area and Waterworks Keon will be without power. On Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Half Moon Bay Dolphin Rise will be without power. And on Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., Serendipity Restaurant area Fort Lands will be without power. Persons without power after the scheduled outages are asked to call 465-2013 or 600 to report the outage. Coming up, we'll have another look at some of the stories from the past week. Stay tuned.
Here are your Hartsford Value Mart IGA Value Club specials from January 12th
to the 25th.
Here are your Blue Tag specials. Planters Dry Roasted Peanuts, $13.49. Essential Everyday Barbecue Sauces, $6.99. Culinary Circle Pizza, $29.99. Essential Everyday Broth, $7.99. Post Honey Bunches of Oats, $12.99. Palm Olive Dish Liquid, $12.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. The Hunt Spaghetti Sauce, $6.49. Nestle Flavored Water, $3.99. IGA Peanut Butter Creamy and Chunky, $9.99. Kraft Mayonnaise, $18.99. The Colgate Toothpaste, $9.99. IGA and Essential Everyday Salad Dressing, $9.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Dale mi explanation.
¿Está listo? Y haga sus compras aquí a Value Mart.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop
standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
In news from the past week, Attorney General Honorable Garth Wilkin has announced amendments to the country's Citizenship by Investment CBI program. Here's more.
Attorney General Honorable Garth Wilkin said his office has examined and made effective changes to the Citizenship by Investment CBI program's legislation to remove loopholes exploited by property developers. He made the comment during the Prime Minister's press conference on Wednesday.
What developers are required to do now is that they have to place money received from the sale of real estate units into an escrow account, and the administration of the Citizenship by Investment program will now monitor the progress of the projects such that a developer does not sell 20 units, for example, and not build anything. What will happen is that money will go into escrow, and when the developer has proved that they have, for example, finished the foundation, then a certain amount of money will be released.
He said there is also a new element of regulations set up to monitor the distribution of units processed.
So, for example, if you're a developer and you believe that you can sell 1,000 real estate units or 1,000 buildings in your real estate project, you will not be given access to sell those 1,000 units at the beginning of your project, like was done in the past. What you will do, you will be given a certain amount of units, for example 50. You'll be able to put those on the market, and until you complete a certain phase of your construction, you will not get the next 50. So there will be a staggered approach to the actual issuance of the units that you can sell on the market.
Mr. Wilkins said all of this was done to prevent what has occurred in the past, where real estate developers were selling off plans and building one part of the project and not completing it in its entirety, resulting in what he calls white elephants.
Government and financial officials were among those invited to a ceremony on Thursday as the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank celebrates its 40th anniversary. Jason Davis has this report.
The event was held at the Sir Cecil Jacobs Auditorium under the theme ECCB at 40, a year of celebration and implementation. Delivering his opening remarks, ECCB Governor Timothy Antoine noted that over the past 4 decades, despite numerous obstacles, the bank has remained resilient and continued to grow.
We have endured external economic shocks, hurricanes, volcanoes, recessions, and most recently a pandemic. But here we are, still standing. And lest we forget, our fair heirs were not given much hope or help. Hence our argument for reparatory justice to survive.
The keynote address was presented by Prime Minister of St. Lucia and Chairman of the ECCB Monetary Council, Philip Pierre. He described the bank as an example of stability for the region and specifically noted the consistency of the value of the EC dollar.
The bank, since July 1976, has maintained the fixed exchange rate pegged to the US dollar at EC 270 to US $1. This arrangement has served the currency union extremely well. It has delivered relatively low inflation and confidence for both consumers and investors, thereby facilitating a stable environment for growth and investment. It is a fact that the EC dollar is one of the most stable currencies in the entire world.
The ceremony also included a presentation to national hero Sir Kennedy Simmons, who was a signatory to the ECCB agreement in 1983. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, who is also an ECCB Monetary Council member, made the presentation to Sir Kennedy. The proceedings continued with the unveiling of the winning entries in various 40th anniversary competitions. The winner of the logo competition was Jerome Cedra, while Vereen Shiverton won the theme competition. The stamp design competition was held in various age groups. Vedant Shetty of St. Vincent and the Grenadines won the age 5 to 11 category. Mia Emanuel from St. Lucia won in the 12 to 17 year age group, and Maxton Rock of St. Vincent and the Grenadines won the 18 and over category. A special award was also presented to Dennis Delaney Richards and Dr. Marika Gray for designing and coloring the original logo of the bank 40 years ago. Jasmine Thomas accepted on behalf of Dr. Gray. Jason Davis for ZIZ News.
Finally, consumers of Skellig are being reminded to pay their electricity bills. Here's more.
Residential and commercial consumers of the St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited are being encouraged to pay their electricity bills. During an episode of Power Talk on Wednesday, guest minister responsible for energy, Honorable Congress Maynard, gave an explanation of the monthly cost of operations.
When you look at your bill right now, if your bill is $200, originally, if we were not paying the FEC, your bill might have been $400 or $500. But how much money is the government spending? It's roughly $9 million per month. Skellig, if it is able to collect all the money that people use electricity for, and they are charged, can collect about let's call it 8-point-something million in revenue. Ordinarily, fuel cost would be maybe 6 million something around the etc. And the rest is to operate the plant. Right now, although we are only able to collect 8-point-something, 7-point-something million, the fuel bill is about $14 million. So the fuel bill alone to Skellig is more than the rates that you can charge. But in this time, as we are recovering from COVID-19, the government has taken a position that we cannot, at this moment, pass on all of that charge to the everyday consumer. And so it is subsidizing heavily the fuel.
He also spoke about plans to increase generation capacity at Skellig's power plant and maintenance procedures that should begin shortly.
The Cabinet on Monday approved 6 megawatts worth of rental power. That will give us the space to maintain, decommission and recommission existing generators so that they can be adequately serviced, the parts can be ordered, procured, installed, etc. Because if we are to take down any of the generators now, we would have to revert to load shedding. So the rental power allows for either 6-month or 12-month period.
He said the rental of the additional generators will give them leeway to buy fixed generators later on.
But another thing it gives us a little time for is the government is also committed to the procurement and the investment of new fixed capacity generators. Skellig has long been requiring 2 9-megawatt generators that are fixed capacity, designed to run all the time. They are dual fuel, so they can use with both diesel and LNG, which is a cleaner and cheaper fuel. So the government is committed to doing that within this year, but that will take at least 12 to 16 months to come on board, because the generators have to be built, the housing that sets them up, that they sit in, has to be constructed, and so that is going to take 12 to 16 months. But the rental power in the meantime will give us this space to do all that we need to have to do before we get back to where we need to get back.
The rental generators are expected to be in operation around the end of the month. Government officials have said that the aim is to transition Skelec from a fossil-dependent plant to one that is powered by renewable, cleaner and cheaper energy, and to bridge the grids of both islands.
After the break, Election Observer Commission shares Antigua and Barbuda election findings, and New Zealanders turned off from Labour Party. Stay tuned.
Here are your Hartsford Value Mart IGA Value Club specials from January 12th
To the 25th.
Here are your blue tag specials. Planters dry roasted peanuts, $13.49. Essential everyday barbecue sauces, $6.99. Culinary circle pizza, $29.99. Essential everyday broth, $7.99. Post honey bunches of oats, $12.99. Palm olive dish liquid, $12.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. The Hunt spaghetti sauce, $6.49. Nestle flavored water, $3.99. IGA peanut butter creamy and chunky, $9.99. Kraft mayonnaise, $18.99. The Colgate toothpaste, $9.99. IGA and essential everyday salad dressing, $9.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them it's for nation.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí a Value Mart.
In news now on the regional scene, the CARICOM Observer Mission that was deployed to oversee the general election proceedings in Antigua and Barbuda have shared their findings in a preliminary report. Jamie J. Roche reports.
CARICOM Election Observation Mission Chief Josephine Tamai shares a preliminary report on Wednesday's election.
The general election was free and fair, and the outcome reflects the will of the people of Antigua and Barbuda.
The 7-member